What an amazing job. My respected brothers and sisters of Matakai, rain don't stop us, because we are not a one-season party. We are a party in the sunshine, in the rainfall, in the good times, in the not so good times. For 75 years, the people by you, with you, and for you. We are not an elections party. We are your everyday. We are your every season. And I am most grateful today that in the pouring rain and as the rain subsides, you remain focused, because you understand the task ahead of us. You understand how important the future is. You understand how important your future is. And you understand how important it is for you to stand here today in the rain to show your support for the People's Progressive Party Civic. And we do not take this for granted. We do not take this for granted at all. You have redoubled, re-energized, and motivated me even more that we must work harder to honor and respect this level of love and this level of gratitude here in Matakai. My brothers and sisters, the Prime Minister said to you that we were here 5 years ago. And when we were here to today, this family has grown enormously in Matakai, and this is the strength of our party, that we can grow this family, that we can expand this family, and that we can ensure that this family brings together all of Guyana, that this family strengthens together all of us as one Guyana, one people united in one dream, a singular dream of seeing every single family, every single community, every single region uplifted in development, uplifted in progress, uplifted in prosperity. And we shall not rest until prosperity comes to every family, every home, every community. My friends, you have heard a lot, and you have seen the development in your region. You have seen the development in your sub-region. And this is just the beginning of what will be the most transformative development part of our country. I assure you that you cannot begin to imagine the future that is before you, the type of prosperity investment that will be made here in Region 1, here in Matakai, in every single community, to ensure every single one of you have access to the best possible health care, education, infrastructure, roads, water, and yes, we must invest so that you can have electricity that is cheaper, more reliable, and reaches every single community. My friends, my Amerindian brothers and sisters, there is a song that speaks about the faithfulness the faithfulness of people. And one thing you can be assured of, there is one fact that our Amerindian brothers and sisters know, and that is the People's Progressive Party has always been faithful to you, faithful to your communities, faithful to your development. Whether out of office or in office, this party has consistently stood by the side of our Amerindian brothers and sisters. We have walked with you, we have championed with you, we have fought for you. Do not let anyone who are seasonal come with a one-day goodie and believe they can remove or rewrite 75 years of struggle and leadership with our Amerindian brothers and sisters. No one-day excitement, no one-day opportunism, disguised in charity. No one-day evil disguised in charity can take away or erase 75 years of service and struggle and leadership for the people of this country, especially our Amerindian brothers and sisters. We cannot throw away 75 years of consistency, 75 years of love. My brothers, we cannot throw away the commitment, the selfless leadership that the People's Progressive Party Civic give to this country. That is why today you see this PPP family growing. And that is why today, right here, we have historic numbers, even under the rain and the clouds, supporting 75 years of love. You know, anybody will tell you they're rather a long, stable, trustworthy relationship than a one-night stand, than a one-day relationship. And that is what the PPP Civic is about. It is about long, trusted relationship. It is about long, trusted relationship filled with love, filled with commitment, filled with honor, filled with dignity, and filled with respect. Anybody who believes that they can pay you for love, have no respect for your love. Anybody who believes they can pay you for your dignity, have no respect for your dignity. And your dignity is not for sale. Your dignity is your honor. Your dignity is your children's honor. Your dignity is your community honor. Your dignity is your region honor. That is why on September the 1st, rain or sunshine, just like today, you will turn out in your numbers and you will put your X in the box next to the cup, at the top of the ballot paper and at the bottom of the ballot paper, and give the People's Progressive Party Civic its largest Region 1 victory ever. My friends, the next 5 years is about empowerment. It is about investing in people and investing in community. It's about giving you better services. Every village in this region, every village in the Matakai sub-region, I can assure you that in the next 5 years, you will have better services, better water, better education, better health. And let me say this, we are not only going to invest in a housing scheme here in Port Kaituma. We are going to assist every family in every village to build your home, to improve your home by directly transferring resources to you to improve your home. We are not only talking about a Because We Care grant that will continue to increase for your children. We are talking about your children having access to transportation, your children having access to good nutritional food, your children having access to good infrastructure, your children growing up in an environment of dignity, honor, and pride, your children being given the opportunity that you dreamt of, that your foreparents dreamt of, your children being able to become teachers, engineers, doctors, economists, your children being able to fulfill their desire, their dreams, and their aspiration right here in your region. We're talking about a future in which your family and your children, in which women in your community can have the joys of living in comfort, in security, and in dignity. By investing in recreational parks, by investing in family-oriented facilities where the family can come out, where the community can come out and enjoy every facility that you can enjoy anywhere else in Georgetown in honor, dignity, and security. Those are the investment in our elderly, in our pensioners, not only by increased pension, but by better access, easier access to health care, by supporting them with transportation when they want to go from one area to the other, by investing in giving them a life of dignity and honor, by helping them to live a fruitful and productive life. It's not only about pensions and increased pension. It's about creating an ecosystem. It's about creating a support mechanism in which our elders can live a life of fullness even in their retirement and old age. That is the investment that we will make. And you don't have to worry. Without oil, we did it. With oil, we continue to do it. And I assure you, it is only going to get bigger, better, and more beautiful under the People's Progressive Party Civic. Our American brothers and sisters, we will continue to support directly not only your communities. The Prime Minister spoke about the CSO jobs. He spoke about the community health care workers that are trained in your community. He spoke about the presidential grants. He spoke about the LCDS funds. All of these are investments we have been making in your community. But in the next 5 years, in our Amerindian communities, we want to take the investment directly to the families beyond the community. We want to be able to directly transfer resources to families, just like the 100,000 grant, just like the COVID grant, just like the business grants. We want to invest directly in families, in small businesses, in infrastructure, in building out your internal roads, because we want direct results at the level of the family in these communities. And yes, like you, we want to ensure that the cost of services is reduced, that the cost of living is reduced, and there are a number of issues that we will continue to address. We know that now you have to pay high transportation costs. That is why the government will be working with the private sector, and we will be making investment to bring down the cost of transportation so that the goods and services will reduce in cost in your community. But more importantly, we want to empower your community so that we can reduce the need for bringing in goods and services by investing in food security, investing in agriculture, investing in livestock, and investing in storage, cold storage facility, so that you can grow your own food, that you can have your own food right here in the region, removing that transport cost. We also know that part of reducing your transportation costs is removing the burden from you of having to go to Georgetown or Charity to do government transaction and business. That is why we will be bringing every government service to every sub-region, so you don't have to go anywhere else for a passport, immigration, GRA, or any other service. We are connecting you to a new port facility in Charity that will allow your goods to not only go in Georgetown, but to go to the rest of the Caribbean. But we're not doing that alone. I guarantee you that we are going to make Region 1 and the Pomeroon the cocoa and coffee capital of the Caribbean. We're going to build back the coffee and cocoa industry, and we're going to build a facility that will process it right here. We're going to back you with the financing. We're going to back you with the planting material. We're going to back you with agricultural equipment. We're going to back you to build back this industry better, bigger, and brighter under the People's Progressive Party Civic. We're going to invest in our community forestry organization even in a bigger way. Our small loggers, we're going to invest in you so that you have the capital, so we can bring you together as groups and help you to reduce your transport costs. That is why we have just completed a negotiation to have another ferry added here to Region 1, so that every week you can have a ferry service within the next year. Every week you must be able to have a ferry service. This is how we'll address costs. This is how we'll reduce cost burdens on you and your families. And yes, in every community, we're going to expand the services. We're going to expand the direct support for those vulnerable groups in our society, including persons living with disability, women and children, our elders. We are going to support you directly in an expanded way. Direct transfers. But more importantly, we are going to have a strategy in which we're going to transform our human capital. We're going to invest in you to retrain you, retool you. We're going to upskill our CSOs, and we're going to empower them so that they can take up higher earning and higher quality jobs right here in the region. We're going to empower them to become entrepreneurs, to become small loggers, to become small farmers. We're going to empower them to work in the mining industry by not working as laborers, but by owning equipment, owning tools, and owning businesses. That is what we're about. Not only increasing the salaries, but real empowerment, real transformation, real change with real opportunity through real investment under the People's Progressive Party Civic Government. My friends, you stood through the weather today, and I want you to know that we want you to enjoy a quality of life. And many of you said to me, you love that the fellow Guyanese now have toll-free bridge crossing at Demerara, Berbice, and Wisma. And I told you, don't worry, you weren't left behind. That is why I've asked the Prime Minister that in addition to the 15 kilowatt of free electricity, we will do more immediately. And what more are we going to do? We are already subsidizing by $110 million electricity here. But I want you to know today, with the effect from the 1st of August, just like we have given other communities, we will reduce your electricity rate by 30%, and we will do it by increasing the subsidy on your behalf here in Port Kaituma. 30%. That is 30% that you now pay going right back in your pocket from the 1st of August. That is today, as we celebrate the historic day when we were inaugurated with your love and support. Today, you will celebrate the historic day when you will have your reduction now in electricity. And if that is not enough, I told Colin Crowell, because he has been lobbying for months now to have the toll at 4 miles, that our small loggers, our small miners, that they have to pay at 4 miles. That toll, right? From the 1st of November, we will subsidize that toll at the value that it is today, and we already have the number, so that it will be free of charge. That toll will be removed. So your equipment, your tractor, your trucks, your ATV, your goods, all of that will come through toll free, and we want that cost, that reduction to be to the benefit of the consumer. And from the 1st of November, you will benefit from that. That is what your government is about. Making real decisions. Real decisions. Let me say this. Here in Port Kaituma, we are already doing the housing scheme. We are building a new market. We are doing a new wharf facility. We are doing a new wharf facility. But our farmers told us that they have the problem with their produce spoiling because you don't have cold storage. Am I not right? That is why your next government, your next People's Progressive Party civic government will invest at that wharf in a cold storage facility for our small farmers, so that you can have the opportunity to store your produce and extend its shelf life. That is how we empower people. That is how we give people a better opportunity. By creating opportunities, by opening up opportunities. And in all the villages, we're going to invest, as I said, to expand the production. We're going to ensure that we build more accommodation for the growing number of nurses, doctors, and teachers that are coming to your region because of the investments we are making in healthcare and in education. And yes, I told Colin that we have to find a way in which we will protect your waterways from pollution, because your waterway is part of your life. And we have to protect it from pollution. And we will have a special initiative in which we will clean up the river and clean up the waterway, so we can restore that water to the quality, and also by putting mechanisms in place to safeguard the waterways. But we also want you to enjoy the same quality of service like anywhere else. That is why we'll be investing in micro water treatment facilities, bringing in the latest technology, so that at our central areas, your children, the women, your families can have access to high quality water that they will be able to drink from the tap. Because we want you to have a quality of life in every single community that is reflective of the growth and development and advancement of our country. And yes, We know the specific issues in Barometer. And we're going to work with the church directly in Barometer. We're going to support them directly in their social work. Because we have to do a lot of social work in Barometer to protect our families, our children, and the women. We have to empower them. We have to bring more opportunities. We have to invest in families, invest in a special literacy program in Barometer. But you're assured, with the People's Progressive Party Civic, we are going to make those investments for you. And in Barometer, we have to ensure that infrastructure and accessibility to the ordinary miner, the small logger, the small farmer, that you have accessibility. You have the infrastructure to go to your land. We're going to invest in giving you better accessibility, building a special program in Barometer for food security, and having a special program that will be called the Poverty Reduction Strategy, so that we can address poverty in Region 1 and in Barometer and these communities directly, through direct support, direct involvement, bringing people together, leveraging the experience of the private sector that we have operating in these communities to work with the community themselves to create an environment in which we can develop and prosper. That is the future. Unlimited possibility. Let us not believe for a moment that our future is defined by some people promising handouts and grants and all of these things alone. Those things are important, and those things are guaranteed under the People's Progressive Party Civic. But the future we are planning for you is much more exciting. It is much more comprehensive. The future is about empowerment, enabling. It's about building prosperity. It's about removing and reducing poverty to the ultimate lowest level. It's about social investment and development. It's about building the family. It's about giving our children the best possible opportunity. That is what the future is about. And that future comes from hard work. It comes from trusted leadership. It comes from committed leadership. It comes from those who have been tried and tested. And who in this country has been tried and tested? It is your party, the People's Progressive Party Civic. And yes, as Colin said, we're going to continue to invest in recreational facilities, in drainage and irrigation, in crop diversification, in expanding the agriculture extension service, in putting here special mining officers that will work directly with the small miners to bring the technology to them, to bring the equipment to them, to help them in developing their mining plant, to link them to the medium and large scale miners so that they can benefit from economies of scale and they don't have to go and look for fuel, but we have a mechanism through which fuel comes in to support them at a much cheaper cost. We have thought this through. We have listened to you. We have evaluated the situation on the ground. And we have a clear plan, a clear strategy. We don't have an election strategy. We have a development strategy. We don't have an election strategy to use people in an opportunistic way. We have a national development strategy and a development strategy for you, your villages and your communities that will ensure a future of dignity. And you have an opportunity once again to embrace that strategy by voting solidly on September the 1st for the People's Progressive Party Civic. We already said that we're going to reduce the duty on 4x4 door vehicles. We're going to remove all the duties and taxes on ATV. We're going to remove all duties and taxes on engines 150 horsepower and below. These are things that we have already said. Increase the CSO salaries for giving them more opportunities of earning. The development of a housing scheme right here, 39 acres. Support for agriculture. Enhanced security. At Falls Stop, we've already given instruction for a proper security outpost to be built there at Falls Stop. Health, we want every single community to benefit from the mobility, agility, and strength of our healthcare sector. We want to have quality education. That is why we'll have the new secondary school at Matthews Ridge with a dormitory there. We have the new airport, the new landing strip that is being constructed, bringing technical education to you, expanding electricity and building microgrids in all of the other communities so that you can have an enhanced quality of life. Building out the internal roads and infrastructure, investment in sports, and the establishment of government services. These are the things that are key and critical for you. These are the things that will make the difference in your quality of life. So I say to you today, in Matakai and the rest of Region 1, like I have said to every community in this country, we have a development plan for every village, every region, every NDC. We have a development plan that will see the comprehensive upliftment of our country. And you have a responsibility, and that responsibility is to ensure that that development plan is implemented. And who are going to implement that development plan? Who you can trust? You have seen the others. The AP and UFC when they were in government. They fired all the CSOs. They reduced the presidential grant. They took away the Because We Care grant. All the communities combined in this region did not see members of the cabinet more than 3 times. Compare that to what you have today. And be honest. Be truthful to your conscience. This is not the time to gamble with your future. This is not the time to put the national security of our country at risk. This is not the time to put our country's sovereignty at risk. And you here know more than anyone else what the defense of our borders and our national security means. Our international partners have said very clearly that Alleyne Mohammed is not good for our national security. This is not what the PPP said. Don't let anyone use you to protect their own personal interests, to protect their own criminality. That is what he is doing. Using Guyana once again, because he used us, as Reuters said, to perpetrate irregularities and criminality. And when he was caught, he now wants to use you once again to defend that criminality. The choice is ours. Young people, understand what is at stake. Understand what is at stake. We are now working with the private sector to ensure that you have financial services and banking services available to you here also. Let us journey to victory together. Let us recommit ourselves to working with every single home, to working with every single family, in every single community, working together, knocking every door, educating every single person. Let us not come to anyone as being lost to anyone. Let us go back and invite them to come to this family. Let us reach out to them and show them love. Let us reach out to them and let them understand the truth. Let us reach out to them with facts. Let us reach out to them with the honor, humility, and dignity that is associated with the People's Progressive Party. And I want them to know that wherever they are and they're listening, don't let September 1st come with you still being on the wrong side. Use the next 30 days. Use the days ahead of you to recommit yourself on the path of progress and development. To recommit yourself to national unity and prosperity. To recommit yourself to national security. And by doing that, you will ensure that not only the party that you can trust remains in power, but you will ensure a strong, stable, and secure future for all of your family. I know we went through the rain today. I know we were soaked, dried, and soaked again. And the rain seems to be coming again. So before we get soaked for the final time, I soak you now with a commitment of love, service, hard work, and dignity in honor of your support and the support of all other Guyanese. God bless you. God bless Matakai. God bless Region 1. God bless our country. Thank you very much.
I see some people really energetic. I like this little rain makes some of them feel cool. Not this corner very energetic. The next corner. The people with the flags. The people with the flags, put it up so. The people with nothing in their hand, put up your hands so. Give me the real picture. I'm not coming to work today. What? Hey, no, nothing wrong with the eyes. I just can't see myself coming to work today. What Kaituma? Thank you. In other words, don't tell me what's wrong. I am on the road today. You see what? You see? September 1st when we will be in the road. Who we say it? Holiday, today holiday. I don't care what the body say. I'm not going to work today. Holiday, today holiday. I don't care what the body say. I'm not going to work today. Makes the DJ. Low. You know we got to talk to the people a little bit. Lyrical watch. You say look very tired. I'm not a tall man. You sure that? For this game, when man go back is you, right? Go. And this side is me. Go. You go first. My side, somebody put your hand in the air one time and say, pop, 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 pop. Check this out. My side. When I say one, you say Diana. One. Jeez. Give me the radio picture. You say quiet, man. My side is walking like a boss. Hand in the air one time. If you don't say you the boss, the president is the boss. Listen. Here we go. Every day is the time come out to get our not getting. It's the time come out to get our not getting more than you. I come to wine and jam on a shot to get it more than. But when I'm talking, of course, I don't do it like that. Oh, I bet you money, I really girl, go make the baby Baby girl. Hold on, this time the long time, this time baby. Hey! You side it or what my side? Bamboo fire, what kind of fire? Hold on. You know we're going after this PPP party? Mother Roma. You know what? We gonna have a grand time. Stop the music. Yeah, but watch, hold on. Watch out my side, don't mash up the place now. Watch this. And my side now all them old school songs. Look, but my side. Woman lie down and man can't talk. You lie. Some for licky love up on the dam and the girl. What is? Small days is my side. Small days. My side. They never have some little children. I want to sing and dancing. You know when you're married over the silly ladies, them? Brown skin, y'all, stay home. They done. There's a good one. But what is one? On your carpet, you must be like a roses on your knee. Bright and shining, you must be actually the one you love. Hold on, man. Hello, you're listening to brother from another wonderful life. I love you. Let me invite you over to something. And I bet y'all don't know it. I want to see if y'all know it. You falling from a plane, girl. Listen to me, darling. My God, DJ, give me the rhythm. Ready? Here we go. Let me see you raise your hand. I put them in the air. Put them in the air. Let me see you raise your hand. I put them in the air. Put them in the air. Go, put them in the air. Just a legacy, love and unity. One day for my day. Hold on! Y'all feeling hot now, right? Y'all burning calories. DJ, William. Everybody, let me go. Let me see you raise your hand. I put them in the air. Hold on, put them in the air. Everybody. Let me see you raise your hand. Put them in the air. I want we get my jump on one happy family right now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Just a legacy, love and unity. One day for my day. And again. Just a legacy, love and unity. One day for my day. Who knows? One legacy.
Yeah.
Now listen. Yes, we got you there, reload. Yeah, watch me. Everybody stop, jump up with your hands up, jump up. I want you to, we work with this side first. Left side, 1, 2, everybody whip.
Now let me tell y'all this. We are one thing.
One heart, yeah. That's what praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. They say, yeah, let's get together and feel alright. Oh, na. There's one question. Let me tell you something. I really love the praise for a hopeless sinner who has hurt.
You gotta sing on it. Not one blues and not one rice, not one grass. Hold on, let me tell you something. We ain't giving up the mountain. We ain't giving up this goal.